Last Saturday marked the anniversary of happier times for Australian rugby. It was 22 years to the day that Nick Farr-Jones lifted the Webb Ellis Cup at Twickenham, following their 12-6 victory over England.
If you look back on that team and you pick the world's best team at that moment, we probably had 9 players. So you can't win a World Cup if you haven't got 9 players in the world's best. You can't have one player, you need more. And I think that's showed in the history of rugby. The best team that's won has got the most stars in it. But it's a team. You can be individual, but work as a team. And that's, I think we were fortunate. We had guys, 26, 27-year-olds, been around a long time. We were there from '84. So actually the experience, and that really counts when the pressure's on.
Having beaten the defending champions New Zealand in the semi-finals, Australia faced up to the hosts, whose game plan up to that point had been built on their pack. But there was a sudden change of direction.
You can't change your style of tactic overnight. You've either got it or you haven't. And that was their problem. I mean, they tried very well, but unfortunately it was just, they didn't have that X-factor players. Gus Scott was probably the only one who could do something that no one else could do, but he never got the ball.
And that's it! The final whistle goes. Australia said from day one they weren't coming here to run second, and they've taken the trophy.
I think when you win, you actually realise it's bloody hard work. There's a lot of glory, but geez, you put a lot of life and sweat and tears and training-wise to be the best. But I think the hardest thing after that, you've got to tag for 4 years. That's even harder, because everyone wants to smash you after that. But look, I was very fortunate. I played for some great sides, played some great rugby, and was very proud to play and play against some fantastic players. And I think that's what rugby does to you.
Campese went on to win 101 caps for his country. But what does he make of the current side?
There's been a lot of problems over the years, and sometimes if you're too successful, you actually forget about where you come from. And I think in Australian rugby, we've actually forgot about the grassroots. And I think if you see now that we are struggling because we haven't got the players that we really need to compete at this level. And the championship trophy, the British Lions demonstrate that as well, that you lose 5 or 6 top players, the guys that are coming in aren't really test players, but there's no one else to choose. So, you're always down, but, Australia, they always get back somehow. Rugby's about basics. Some of these teams struggle because they can't do the simple things. And that's why New Zealand are so ahead. And their skills are better than the Wallabies. Our skills used to be miles ahead. And unfortunately, we've left that lax because we've actually focused on the wrong areas. I think some of the knowledge of the game is not there like some of the old guys. We used to be very proud of what we did because if we got dropped. Now you can do a bad game, it's okay, you play next week, it's all right.